Welcome to the Stoughton Kids Crew. This is our first episode.
Coming up next, we have reports from the Taste of Stoughton,
a hashtag like Skit,
and an interview with the Stoughton Public Schools resource officers.
All this and more coming up next.
Welcome to the Taste of Stoughton. We're looking forward to trying some great food.
And to meet some great businesses. Come on in!
Hi, my name is Liliana Lozano, and I'm here today with...
Mark Leppo.
So, how did you come up with the Taste of Stoughton?
Well, last year I actually brought back the Taste of Stoughton. Okay, it was done probably about 10 years previously, but there was nothing done in between. So my idea was to bring back the Taste of Stoughton and combine it with a big business expo for the community. Amazing results last year. We had over 400 people pass through the doors in a 2-hour span. We had over 80 tables set up. As you can see today, it's even bigger this year than last year.
Hello, I am Daniel Pastana, and I am interviewing
Nina Pastana
from Tito's Cakes. What inspired you to start Tito's Cakes?
From a very young age, I always loved being in the kitchen. I loved cooking. It was always like an inspiration of mine, like watching Food Network and everything. I went to a folk technical school, so I was doing culinary since I was like 15 years old. So I just always loved it ever since I was a little kid.
Hi, I'm Bella, and today I'm with...
John.
So, what is the DECA program?
DECA is the school's business program. We like to get a lot of different people together for business stuff. We have business competitions we go to, and we have different business programs to get people educated on business and the different facets of it.
So, when you mean business, you mean like industry?
Well, you can do basically any sort of business DECA offers for the different competitions. So I personally do marketing. I know a lot of people like finance, management. So it lets you get a good idea for all the different type of things you can do with business, and it helped me find an interest in business, and I know it helped a lot of other people in the club.
Hi, I'm Hannah, and I'm here with...
Nice to meet you. I'm Josh, owner of Roxanne's Taqueria.
So what made you come here today?
It's just a great event over here. They hold the chamber to do a Taste of Stoughton so everyone can try the food, everyone can appreciate everything everyone has to give to each other and things like that.
So what did you bring today?
We brought little mini bowls. So we have brown rice, black beans, chicken, pico de gallo, cheese, sour cream, medium salsa, and corn. Everything's made fresh daily. And I got free taco cards for everybody. All right? One for you, okay?
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Haley Nelson, and I'm here today with...
Tina.
And so, she works at Kitty Academy, and how long have you been working there?
Well, I worked there for a year and then took a year off, and now I'm back again.
So, what keeps you coming back to work at Kitty Academy?
Kitty Academy is a great place to work. The owner is really generous, and everybody there is really fun to work with. We all get along, and it's great to work with kids.
Hello, I'm Julia, and today I'm here with
Kim Bibby from Town Spa Pizza.
So Kim. What did you bring today?
Today we have pizza, of course, and we also have some free t-shirts and mouse pads.
Cool. What inspired you to work at Town Spa?
Well, actually, my sister worked there, and she got me into it, but it's a great family restaurant, and if you haven't been there already, you should come check it out.
I've been there many times. What are the t-shirts for?
The t-shirts, even though we're giving them out today at Town Spa, we've been selling them, and the donations have been going towards the Breast Cancer Foundation, towards the research for breast cancer.
Very cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, guys. We'll be back later in the show with more of the Taste of Stoughton.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing today?
Apparently, I'm really good. #awesome.
This is literally the best day anyone could ever have.
LOL.
#sad day, like the worst day ever. My life is literally ending. JK.
JK. Just kidding. No need to keep your words hidden like what?
What about you, Lucan? How was your day?
What is he doing? Like, I'm aggravated? He looks a bit mad. I don't really know.
Whatever. How was you guys' weekends?
Apparently horrible. I did nothing. #wicked awesome weekend.
Literally fantabulous.
OMG. O to the M to the G, y'all. Gotta take this phone call, like, hello? Can you hear me now? Okay. #I love doing crafts. #reading. #gymnastics.
I could literally play soccer and do art for every second of my life.
Apparently eating cheese.
Literally arts and crafts and swimming is #awesome.
Texting.
Check it. C to the H to the A to the R to the L to the I to the Z, E. Texting is the only hobby that there is for me.
What do you guys want to be when you grow up?
Apparently, I want to be cheese woman and live in a cheese house.
Literally, like I would ride a horse every day, like literally awesomeness.
Like, I love Superwoman, so I would literally be #Superwoman OMG.
I want to be D to the O to the C to the T to the O to the R. I want to be a doctor. Yeah.
OMG. I would go to the beach and take a selfie. Kissy face, send.
LOL. I just laughed my face off.
Like, literally, where's your face? She literally laughed it off. Really? Where is it?
Oh, that's better.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's better. Yay!
Hello, my name is Matt, and this is my colleague
Evan.
And we're going to be interviewing the Stoughton resource officers, and this is Officer Isabel, and this is Detective Hardy.
How are you?
And I'm good, thank you. And we're going to be asking them some questions today. So Evan, why don't you just start it out?
All right. So what is a school resource officer, and what does a school resource officer do?
School resource officer is exactly what it sounds like, a resource for Stoughton Public Schools. Myself and Officer Isabel, and Officer Kuhn, who sends his apologies for not making it today. He got tied up on late arrest. But the three of us make up the juvenile unit of the Stoughton Police Department. Officer Isabel is assigned as a school resource officer at the middle school, the O'Donnell Middle School, where you two attend. And Officer Kuhn is assigned as a school resource officer at Stoughton High School. Myself as a juvenile detective, I kind of float between the elementaries and kind of, if one of them are out for some reason or another, kind of go into that school and kind of maintain that. But the school resource officer is exactly that. They're a resource for the school. A resource to outside agencies like the Department of Children and Families, Department of Youth Services, whatever that resource may need.
A lot of people have the misconception that we're in the schools to lock people up because we have bad kids, and that's not why we're there. We're there as a resource for some kids that may need help making better decisions, or kids that just don't know exactly where to get any resources from. In the office that I'm at, where you guys are at the middle school, I have a whole bunch of different brochures to help you kind of join different groups or get the family support that you may need. We deal a lot with the Youth Commission, the Stoughton Youth Commission. They offer a bunch of great activities there and counseling and therapy for any resident of Stoughton. The YMCA, so we have a lot of different ties within the community and we're put in the schools to help you get those resources.
All right, so how long have you been a police officer?
I was hired in 1997, so I think Officer Isabel was in diapers then. And I've been assigned to the schools in one form or the other as a police officer, from juvenile officer, DARE officer, school resource officer, juvenile detective since 2000. So a little while.
I've been on for a little over 3 years, and I've been assigned to the school, the O'Donnell Middle School, for a year now. I just hit a year.
Why did you become a police officer?
Basically to help people. I thought I could make a difference and change people's lives. That's one of the reasons that I primarily deal with juveniles. I like working with kids. I think I can help them in a time of need and maybe change something in their life.
Actually, all three of us were in the military before this, so police and military have kind of like the same style of how you're taught and the things that you learn. I did the medical side of the house in the military, and I decided that wasn't for me, and my other interest was criminal justice. So here I am. And I have the same interest in kids, just like Detective Hardy. You guys are our future, so if we can influence you in a positive way now, you're going to make our communities better when you get older.
What is an average day like for a school resource officer, and what's the most common issues you have to deal with?
I can tell you some days are crazier than others. Just, you know, I'm primarily out of the middle school, so there's roughly 950 kids or so in that school. And today, like today, was a very busy day. We deal, one of the, for example, like today, I dealt with a couple of bullying issues. They weren't at the point of bullying, but we're trying to take those preventative steps before it gets to that point. So it's sitting down and educating kids on where their decisions can lead them and not necessarily just doling out consequences, because it's the beginning stages. A lot of what we do, whether it's with a specific like bullying situation or an online situation, is educating kids your age as to, you know, where this can lead you, right? And if you take a different path, like if you take the good path, where that can lead you in your future. A lot of the things that kids do nowadays, when they're only between, you know, 11 and 14 years old, they don't think it can impact their future, when in all reality it can. So we want to make sure that we nip things in the bud and we send you on the right path, or give you the guidance to get onto that path through sitting down with people, sitting down with kids in the principal's office, discussing the bad choice that you made and what you can do better next time. Okay?
Just to add to that, so we don't really control our day as like a regular 9-to-5 job. The phone rings, or for instance, Officer Isabel's at the middle school and someone gets sent out of a class. Somebody comes to the office, they're having an issue with another student. So we don't get to really control our day as much as saying, okay, we're going in from 9 to 5 and I'm going to sit at a computer terminal and just type away. We kind of deal with things that come, you know, that basically are reported to us, or we intervene in things. So it's like, even, you know, being a police officer on the street, you don't know when the phone rings if you're going to be going to a car accident, a medical, somebody's breaking into somebody's home, you're doing an investigation, whatever the case may be. Your day's never really the same. It's not just a, you know, a mundane Monday through Friday job. So,
and we do classes too. Officer Kuhn does classes, educational classes having to do with criminal justice up at the high school, and I do classes at the O'Donnell Middle School, usually with 7th and 8th graders, having to do with a lot of internet stuff, whether it's cyberbullying, sexting, or whatever else is big right now, having to do with the kids online in Miss Wasick's class. So I usually go in there and teach. There's also, I think it's an 8th grade class that reads a book in that year. In their 8th grade year, having to do with alcohol and some type of weapons. So I go in and we talk to the kids about, proper choices around alcohol, drugs, weapons, and such.
Our primary job is school safety and keeping the 3,000 or so students at Stoughton Public Schools safe. So we do safety as evacuations and things like that. Training of staff, students on being safe. We do stranger danger in the elementaries, things of that nature. So, school safety is our first and foremost priority, to make sure that you come in, get your education, and that you're safe while you're there.
So Stoughton Public Schools didn't always have a resource officer, and so do you feel like schools are safer with this position?
Absolutely. Since I've been in the school, since 2000, back then there was 4 of us, 2 part-timers. I was a DARE officer with another DARE officer. We were part-time, and there was a juvenile officer at the high school, middle school. That role has kind of changed somewhat to not so much of just dealing with juvenile crime, everything in the community, to more of a school-based officer, which is a school resource officer. So absolutely, I believe that the police in the schools makes the school safer. Us sharing the resource and communicating with the assistant principals and the principals of what's going on in the neighborhoods, what people are up to, sharing that information absolutely provides a safer school environment.
And so what's the best part of your job, and what's the hardest part of your job?
Where I'm really new to this, because this is still just my first year, just hit a year of being in the schools, I didn't realize how much goes on behind closed doors in families, because I'd really never worked with kids. So I think the hardest thing for me was knowing that there's some kids in Stoughton that really have it hard, and they don't have good home lives, and it's just spending that time with them and learning about them, it's quite heartbreaking. But then you want to work even harder. You want to work your hardest and put everything you have into those cases and into those kids to make sure they get the resources that they need and the support that they need from every agency, from every angle. But that's what really gets me, is seeing some of the home lives of these kids.
And I agree totally. Going into people's homes, you see the worst of people. People don't call the police department to tell us that they're having a good day. They call us when they're usually at their worst. They call us when there's a car accident or there's issues going on in the house or, things like that. So that's when we're called and we see people at their worst. The best part of the job is simply solving a crime and prosecuting somebody for when they do something wrong, or just when somebody comes up, like I said, and they say, thank you, you're a positive influence in my life. Maybe that person was at a fork in the road and you guided them to the right path to make sure they started doing the right things by just having a positive influence in their life. Those are the best parts of the job. But there are a lot of bad parts of the job as well.
All right, thank you guys so much for joining us, and thank you for watching, and we'll be right back with the Stoughton Kids crew.
If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million.
If I had $1 million, I would buy a cruise ship with a big water slide and I'd sail to the Bahamas.
If I had $1 million, I'd buy an apple orchard and I'd make many apple appliances and foods and drinks.
No, I would buy a bank and then probably buy a big house, get a couple Lambos.
I would buy a horse stable and 3 horses to live in it.
I would put it in my bank account.
I would buy 3 AMD R9 295 X2s, put them in SLI, buy 3 4K monitors, and then put all the rest of my money in my Steam wallet.
First, I would get a hot tub because I would really want one. And then I would ask my parents if they wanted anything too, like a mud room or something. And then if they don't want anything, I'm going to give all the remaining money to charity.
With $1 million, I would invest $1 million and make more money, and then I would buy a Ferrari.
If I had $1 million, I'd pay for college and try to find a cure for Alzheimer's.
I would buy a lifetime supply of cotton candy and a big sugar tube.
I would buy not a big mansion, but a medium-sized mansion next to a river.
I would buy a yacht and then get a lake and then fill it with fruit punch Kool-Aid and then go tubing in it with my yacht.
I would buy myself a huge house by the water, buy myself a couple of dogs, buy myself a good boat, get 2 pools, maybe get another pool for like my dogs, get a hot tub, oh, I forgot about that, get a nice big bathroom.
I would buy all the best softball equipment and then get professional private lessons to become better.
With $1 million, I would spend about $3,000 on charity and such, then save the rest.
I would put it in my bank account. I would buy the Michigan Wolverine football team.
With $1 million, I would buy the best gymnastics equipment and get private lessons from Allie Raisman, who won gold in the 2012 Summer Olympics.
If I had $1 million, I'd build a Chipotle in my backyard.
Oh, I would put a Burger King in my backyard. No, Wendy's in my backyard.
I would buy a mansion by the beach at the Cape, and I would have my whole family come and visit, and there would be an arcade in my living room, and we would play there.
I would buy a pet monkey and name it Bobo.
I'd buy a mansion and a convertible and paint it gold with sparkles on it. Don't forget the sparkles.
If I had $1 million, I'd put it in the bank and become richer. The end.
If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million.
Hello, I'm Cameron. I'm here with Ben and Jenny. Welcome to Point Counterpoint Debate with our first question. Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts?
I say Dunkin' Donuts because it has a better food variety than Starbucks.
I say Starbucks because it's just like really good, and by the way, Dunkin' Donuts does not have cake pops or really good pumpkin spice latte.
Well, if you want to get breakfast, that's where you want to go, Dunkin' Donuts.
Starbucks isn't really meant for breakfast, so.
Well, I'm personally more of a Dunkin' Donuts man myself. Well, speaking of food, what is your favorite dessert?
My favorite dessert is ice cream.
My favorite dessert is cake.
Well, I like ice cream cake personally. So, different topic now. What is your favorite sport?
My favorite sport is football.
My favorite sport is basketball.
Favorite song?
My favorite song is Rude by Magic.
My favorite song is Amnesia by 5 Seconds of Summer.
Here's some more from the Taste of Stoughton. Take it away, Daniel.
Hi, I am Daniel Pastana, and I am interviewing
Gabriel.
Gabriel, how come you sponsored the Taste of Stoughton?
We sponsored the Taste of Stoughton because we're a community bank. We were voted the best community bank in Stoughton for 2 years in a row. And that's the reason why, because we like to get involved with the community, help everybody, and support everybody in the community.
Hi, I'm Hannah, and I'm here with
Mark Kaczynski.
the director?
No, I'm the owner of...
The owner of MDS Computer Solutions.
Correct.
So what inspired you to come here today?
Both of my kids are graduates of Stoughton High School, and they both played in the band here in Stoughton, and then my son continued on to the UMass band, and love Pops, love Stoughton, love love everything about the town, wanted to do my part to support them, and to obviously market my business.
So what is your business about?
Thank you for asking. We provide IT support for small and medium-sized companies in the eastern Massachusetts area.
Hi, I'm Bella, and I'm here with
Jamie Swartz from Juice Plus.
Where is Juice Plus?
Juice Plus is whole food nutrition from fruits, vegetables, berries, and grains that's juiced and dehydrated and put into capsules or chewables.
And where is it?
It's, the company is located out of Memphis, Tennessee, but I'm an independent distributor, so I work for myself.
What's the most popular type of juice that you make?
Well, we have some smoothies that I make with my plant-based protein powder, and I think my favorite flavor is probably chocolate, peanut butter, banana.
That sounds so awesome.
It is. It's really delicious.
Hi, I'm Haley Nelson, and I'm with
Lynn Jordan, co-chair of Kids Voting.
Okay, so what do you do at Kids Voting? Like, what are some of the activities?
At Kids Voting, we promote voting. We don't promote candidates or positions. We want kids to be aware, to be active voters when they're adults, and we hope that they'll bring their parents in to vote who maybe wouldn't vote otherwise.
Hi, I'm Liliana Lozano, here today with
Allie Greenberg
and Ralph Greenberg from the Key for Hope Foundation.
So what kind of programs do you do for the Keys for Hope program?
So what our mission is we recycle house keys and car keys and stock food pantries with the money.
That's cool. How much money do you usually raise a year collecting keys?
Well, just so you know, this bucket right here is worth
$36. If 900 keys are recycled, it's worth $36. If 958,000 keys are recycled, that's worth $41,000. We haven't reached the $41,000 mark, but we're up to about 500,000 keys, and we're hoping this year we'll break a million key record.
Hi, I'm Julia, and today I'm here with
Erica Frank
from the
Conservatory School for the Performing Arts.
Erica, what inspired you to start this business?
What inspired me was moving back from New York and wanting to get back to my hometown. We're actually connected with the largest talent agencies in the country, like MSA Claire Talent Group, and we have a talent manager that works directly with our pre-professional kids and some of our aspiring actors and musicians. So she will come in, and I just want to have the opportunity to give back to Stoughton so that the kids can go out to New York or LA and really have a successful career.
So I see some of the kids are in costumes. Are you guys going to perform?
Yes, we're going to perform. So our orphans that you see in front of us are performing It's a Hard Knock Life from Annie the Musical.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Instead of treated, we get tricked. Instead of kisses, we get kicked. It's a hard knock life. The sun come down tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Thank you for coming to the Taste of Stoughton with us. It was a blast.
Thanks for tuning in to our first episode.
Join us next time on
Stoughton Kids.